Welcome to the EarlyON. My name is Corey and I'm a resource consultant from Lansdowne Children's Center. Today I'm going to talk to you about sensory processing or sensory integration. The word sensory relates to sensation of physical senses and can be transmitted or perceived by the senses of sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. Sensory processing disorder then occurs when signals from the senses are not detected or not responded to appropriately. Things like low birth weight, prematurity, genetic and environmental factors can lead to a sensory seeking disorder. A child can be overreactive or underreactive, or both, which can lead to meltdowns and behavior concerns. Sensory seeking, though, does not mean the child necessarily has autism. Frequently, children with ADHD or those within the realm of autism exhibit intense reactions to sensory stimulants at times. Some children may not react or have a small reaction to things. Others readily notice and react to this. This could be things like food on their face, or dirt on their hands. Other children seem to notice the smallest, unimportant things and overreact to things like unexpected touch, having their nails clipped, or even loud noises. A child may underreact to sensory input, needing more of it to function. They may come across as being clumsy or too loud, for example. The child may dump bins of toys just to run their hands through the toys. They may chew on objects or their clothing. They may bump into people or objects or spin around in circles. Bear in mind, though, a sensory overloaded child may go off the deep end, so to speak, if stimulated. Use of calm music, jewelry, fidget toys, noise-canceling headphones, or weighted toys can help calm a child back down. A sensory avoider may overreact to sensory input and get overwhelmed and hyperactive as a result. In fact, they may need less sensory input than some children. A child may overreact to sensory input by having an aversion to something that triggers their senses, such as light, sound, touch, taste, or smell. If you picture a child in a shopping mall at Christmas, full of lots of noise, lights, sounds, and chaos, you can easily see why a child could become overwhelmed. We have 5 familiar sensory systems: taste, sight, hearing, touch, and smell, plus 2 additional, less familiar sensory systems known as vestibular and proprioception. Vestibular stimulation refers to the input your body receives when you experience movement. Children who are overreactive to vestibular movement may need to swing and spin around more so than other children. A child with vestibular issues may have poor motor skills. They may lack a sense of balance and seem lost in space. A child who is hypersensitive to vestibular input is more responsive to sensory input. They might avoid movement and be afraid of moving equipment, avoid active play, and appear lethargic. Proprioception refers to body awareness, position, and balance. Sensory seekers may try to get more proprioception input by seeking tight hugs or crashing into objects or persons just to feel the physical contact and pressure of the object or person. Activities like doing push-ups against the wall, playing with weighted balls, carrying a bucket of blocks, or pulling a wagon with heavy rocks or books inside will help give a child feedback from their joints and muscles in order to know better where their body is in space. Characteristics of dysfunction in this area would be a poor sense of body awareness, holding a pencil either too tightly or extremely loosely, or appearing stiff, awkward, and uncoordinated. If seeking help for sensory issues, speak to an occupational therapist or a physiotherapist. A sensory diet might be prescribed, which could include anything from having your child jump on a trampoline, drink cold water, or climb stairs while carrying weights. Sensory processing issues in school can include things like having difficulty sitting, being easily distracted, the tendency to bump into peers who then get upset, difficulty with many transitions school has, or meltdowns, over noisy assemblies in the gym perhaps, bright lights, distractions from sounds around them, and the sound of the fire alarm can be very upsetting for some children. Fear of swings outdoors, the force exhibited if pinched or ripping paper, for example, and the instinct to run off or bolt if overwhelmed may cause some children to act the way they do. Undersensitive children seeking more stimulation may need to touch different textures or touch others. They may fidget rather than sit still. They may bump into objects. They may crave fast spinning. They enjoy being tossed up in the air, or they might like to jump on furniture. They like deep pressure hugs. They often show a high tolerance of pain. They have difficulty understanding personal space when in proximity to others. When wanting to help a child with sensory processing difficulties at home or school, consider discussing with your occupational therapist ways to make things easier for the child. This could be anything from use of an inflated seat cushion or pillow to give the child room to squirm, ensuring little things like the buzzing of fluorescent lights is repaired, providing sensory breaks where the child can walk in circles perhaps, or jump on a small trampoline, or suck on sour candy, providing things like fidget toys, jewelry bracelets, or necklaces, ensuring the child does not have to go to assemblies in the gym at school or sits near the door for an easy exit. Understanding your child will help you determine sensory experiences that may improve your child's daily functioning. Talk to a resource consultant or an occupational therapist about learning more around sensory integration. Thanks for joining our EarlyON Parent Information Session.
A resource consultant from the Early Integration Program is available to talk to you should you want more information, support, or to discuss any concerns or questions you may have. Please contact us by email at eip@lansdowncc.com or by phone at 519-753-3153. Ask reception if you can speak to a resource consultant.